started it. 2 weeks exactly. I was able to walk. I was able to jump. I was able to sleep well. Came in bed. No one was pulling my hands. My grandchildren were all happy. I said, this is a miracle. I said, Kathy, what should I? He said, oh, you can join the business. So I joined the business. And since 2020, August, till date, I haven't stopped taking this Riboceine technology. It is good. It is excellent, and I recommend it to anybody. In fact, when I went to Ghana in 2021, I found my husband who was not well, but he didn't tell me. And men are so stubborn at times. He doesn't like taking medication. So when I suggested this to him, he said he would think about it. But seeing the way I was so agile, and then he said, you become so young, you are looking nice, your shape and everything. I said, this is the thing. So I started on him on the 23rd of December. And to date, he's still taking it. And he's also recommending it to people. He has changed. All his pain is gone. He has energy to do things. I gave it to several people who are asthmatic when I went to Ghana. Some people were hypertensive. I gave it to them. And their BP has stabilized. In fact, this product is good. It's very good. And when I was in Ghana, I had COVID. And I was saying that if I had not been taking this product, I think I would have gone because I knew it. But I think when I had the COVID, my immune system was built up by then. So I recommend it to everybody. In fact, when I recommend it, people will want to buy it, but they are talking about money. And I used to tell them, look, but if something happens that you go and borrow money to do it. So why don't you take it, go and borrow the money and take it, and it will solve a lot of problems. So this technology of Riboceine is excellent, and I'll continue to take it until God calls me to glory.
Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Thank you so much, Georgina. You have been instrumental. You've been one of the key instrumentalists in the United Kingdom, championing the use of this product all across the. So thank you so much. We appreciate the passion, the enthusiasm, and the zeal that you are putting in it. And that is because you have seen it with your own physical health. You've seen the benefit of that. Let me go to Dr. Tettey Doe. Dr. Doe, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Prof, can you hear me? Oh, sorry, there was a network problem. All right, thank you, Prof. I'm Dr. Tettey Doe. As you said, I'm based in the UK, licensed medical doctor in psychiatry. And I started using briefly, I was introduced to Riboceine in May last year, and family member, and I started using it. And then sometime in September, I had COVID-19, and as a doctor, I was actually, when I had a COVID-19, I had a temperature, and I went to the hospital with my wife, and they separated me from my wife, of course, and when they tested, it was positive with the lateral flow and PCR, as we know. So I was in an isolation ward. And the good thing about this was that I took my Riboceine with me, and also Max 357, which is another product. And so the doctors were giving me all the treatment that they were, but I also, when they've left the room, then I would take my Riboceine. And the good thing is that the oxygen that they gave me, I mean, those who know, they give about 2 liters, which is not very high per minute. But by the following 24 hours, they've reduced it to 1 liter. I was walking around in the room. I didn't need a ventilator. And it was just like a flu to me. And secondly, I mean, one thing that I noticed was that, I mean, the record time for a person to be in hospital is 300 days. I mean, that's the maximum. But the average is 3 weeks. But I spent only 7 days there. And actually, I was out. And when they were even discharging me, I said they should wait for my wife to come and collect me. They said, no, they need a bed. So they'll give me hospital transport. That was how well I was. So I came back, home. And the second thing I'll say that I helped Riboceine, it also helps with the sickle cell. And I have sickle cell. I'm SC. And it's known that I was in shielding as part of I was considered as what they call the vulnerable group. And so I ticked all the boxes that I shouldn't go through this without without anything scarce. But thank God I had the Riboceine and I was taking it. And also I didn't have any crisis during that period. And they did all the things, the scans of my chest and all that. So they said they confirmed that it was COVID pneumonitis. And I came out and I'm well, and I'm continuing to take the Riboceine, and together with the 357, which is also good for me because of BP, which I haven't had a problem with since I've been taking it. So I'll recommend it to everyone. I'll say that, thank God, it's not a medicine, it's not a drug, as Prof has said, and my colleague, Dr. Ansa, who has said, Gloria, thank you very much. It is a nutritional supplement. So you can take it with medicines you are taking, and the doctors will tell you one day that stop those medicines because things are improving. So yes, I'll recommend it to everyone. Thank you very much.
And despite the fight into that COVID situation, that is a very critical situation for SC people. And yet you are able to go through the situation very nicely. So that is really, really recommendable.
Yes. 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 Thank you.
That's really interesting. Ernest, include Ernest in final story with us. Ernest, are you there, please?
Yes, Prof. I'm here.
Are you there?
Prof, yes. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, great. The testimonies are amazing, and when we want to talk about all the testimonies, like we wouldn't finish. The testimonies are just a lot. During COVID time, well, I never tested for COVID. I was always taking the product. I never felt. There were a few times that maybe you feel like a bit of cold, and then when it happens, I increase the dose of my Riboceine. I just increase the dose of my Riboceine, and before you know it, the next day I feel good, no stress at all. But there was one critical thing about this Riboceine that transformed my life. During my young days, I do a lot of sweeping, and we have a very big compound, and I bent down a lot to do this thing, and it got to a point where I started having severe waist pains. And for a young boy in your 20s, early 20s, having severe waist pains, it was very, very serious.
That's not good. That's
and when you
positive things.
Exactly. And anytime you say it, adults are like, small boy like you having waist pain. So it goes to a point you can't even say it because they keep if you don't feel comfortable saying it, so I just keep quiet and endure. But when I got to know about this product, I took it, and then wow, I felt a very deep relief. Riboceine just took a relief off, and since then I have been telling people about it, and I never cease to stop telling people about it. Just about 2 weeks ago, a friend of mine was complaining of insomnia, couldn't sleep. And I was like, oh, I have something that you could try. Just try it. It's not going to cure you, but just try it and tell me how you feel. I gave it to her. She took it. And then about 3 days later, I met her and I asked her, how is your sleep? She's like, wow, her sleep has actually increased. And she sleeps better now. I was like, you see, I told you. So she continued taking it. She may never know. It may change a lot of other things in her. Yeah, so that's my testimony. Great. And then I always recommend everybody to keep taking it. Keep taking it.
Wow.
Thank you all.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Our time is almost up. Otherwise, I know there are several other people who will be bombarding us with a lot of this. I have given this thing to over 10,000 people in 9 countries. I was to tell you some of the incredible things that have happened. We will not have that. But because of our time, somebody might be talking about what is the cost of this? What is the cost? So I just want to put the cost of the Riboceine. We are not selling it here. Just speak to the person who has invited you here. That person will tell you everything about the cost, but this is the real cost of it. Riboceine comes in packs, and the bigger the price, the more the quantity of the items. The smaller the price, the less the quantity of the items. So there are several items. The majority of the items are three different items. So what you do is that you buy the pack, depending on your financial muscle, you buy the pack. The personal pack, which is $795, is the much recommended pack. That one will have a complete 3 items, and you'll be able to use it for a month. Within the first week and the first 2 weeks, you will see signs that riboceine is elevating your molecular structures. You will see, you feel it in you. Your energy level will rise, your mental capacity will improve, you wee more, you poo more, because that is a process of detoxification. And that will give you the same. Meanwhile, while this is happening, the molecules are rising, the glutathione levels are rising. Okay? And so by 1 month, you would have seen. We normally recommend that a person should take it for a continuous period. Okay? Depending on your metabolism, you take it for a minimum of 1 month, maximum of 19 years, taking it on personal well-being for 6 years. So these are the prices. If you're a family person, you can buy the entire family pack, which is called professional pack. Okay? That is about $446. Use it for all the members of the family. If you are a philanthropist, okay, you can buy the premier pack, okay, and give that one to all friends, families, co-workers, and even enemies. Okay? And you can be able to share most of this incredible thing. Benjamin, it's been a pleasure having all of you. I want to say thank you to everybody who has been part of this program. It's been a joyful moment to have every single person here. At this stage, please speak to the person who did this link, who invited you, and tell the person, I want to give it a start. I want to buy some for my mom, my dad, my family members. I want to use it for the rest of my life because
Recording stopped.
a lot of things. I want to say thank you to all those who have been present here, all of you that are all to Dr. Prosper Tettey Doe, Dr. Gloria San. You have been phenomenal. You have been an intellectual human being who is sharing most of your wonderful brains with several people. I want to say thank you so much to our champ on this one. It's a joy to see you here. And Stima, you just blow me into pieces with your incredible testimony and the zeal with which you tell that. Johnny Bonzi, thank you. Loretta Sefako, you have been an incredible person in sharing your incredible, joyful moment with us. Nana Anna, Professor with Dr. Selassie Celestine Abonyo. Seko, please, next week, I will let you share that your beautiful secret testimony that you have, Stephen. Pashi, thank you for being around. Volumes. It's a joy to have you also with us. Benjamin, I want to say thank you very much indeed for your time with us this evening. Keep yourself safe. Remain in sharing this. Quiet once you have good news like this. Some people can use their mouth to gossip a lot about things that are not good news. We will use our lips to spread the message of good health. Thank you all very much indeed. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you during the week. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you.